Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. So this one I actually asked you guys a couple of weekends ago what you guys would like for me to do during this quarantine, what I can make. So one of you guys commented that you would like to see essentials for hiking with dogs, you know, biking and so forth. So I thought I would show you guys those essentials right now. There's some things that I don't have, of course, because I'm not back home, I'm in Georgia. So there's a few things that are missing that I would normally carry with me that I don't have on me, but I'll be sure to insert pictures just so you guys know. So as you guys know, I go hiking with Lacey all the time. She is a huge hiker, so I have learned a lot of things which have become essentials now whenever I take her hiking. I feel like everyone probably knows this, but for those who are maybe just new tuning in, I have a toy Australian Shepherd that is crazy and loves to do extremely long hikes. So she's not shy to her 15+ mile hikes. So without further ado, let me just get into the essentials I carry for Lacey. So first I just want to mention, really the essentials vary by what the weather is. It really just depends on what we're hiking, the climate and everything like that. We usually do a lot of snow hikes, which I carry different gear for all that. So for starters, I always carry a collapsible bowl. This doubles as, you know, of course, a food bowl, water bowl, whatever the case may be. I am just a huge fan of this. I always carry this on my backpack, my hiking pack, and I use my Camelback to just pour water into this. It's super easy. I feel like it's a lot easier than me having to carry an extra water bottle for her to get the water bottle out of my bag, you know, and all that, and then pour it. It's really fast. I can just quickly put water in here, and these are great because they have, of course, you know, different levels or ways you can collapse them to make it deeper or more shallow. I think I got this on Amazon for like $5. So I have a ton of these. I have one in my car. I have another one that's attached to another pack. So we always carry one of these while we're hiking. The most important thing that I carry is always a harness. I am not a fan of even walking her without a harness on. We always wear a harness. I have this rough wear harness for her. So Lacey is about 12 pounds. She is 12.5 inches tall from the withers, and she wears an extra small in rough wear, if that helps anyone out, because usually she doesn't wear a size this small. Like, this is very small. I had bought her another one that was extra small, but I gave it to my parents, my mom's dog, just because it didn't fit her that well. So something to note if you've never bought from rough wear before, they make amazing products. I absolutely love them, but their sizes are very, very large. So you just want to make sure you're really being mindful about the dimensions on them. So anyways, my dog's not really a pink person, but this is the first colorful thing I got her. It's a front range harness. I think this is probably one of their most popular harnesses that they make. So if you have a puller, it's great. You can also attach a leash right here, and it prohibits them from pulling, and it really works very well. It also has a metal loop back here. When I was looking for a harness, I was debating going with Roughwear or Herda. Really love Herda products, but the thing that really set them apart for me was the Herda one. It was a plastic piece right here, and I don't know, I don't trust that. I don't like that at all, and I don't know, I just want metal. I want something that I know is not going to break off. And there was comments about it saying, you know, of course it's very sturdy, blah, 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 it's heavy duty, but I just didn't like that. So I wanted to go with this one. So that's why I went with this one. You can also, right here, they have a little attachment. You can attach a light if you want to be able to have better visibility on them. They also have a place in here. It's a little Velcro pocket where you can put a tag or an ID or whatever you want to put in there. I just bought a leash too, and I would show you guys. I found this great brand. I'll put a picture right here. This great company that, I think they're a smaller company. They make really amazing leashes. I really wanted to go with a carabiner to attach just because I like the durability of that, and I just thought it would be a great leash for hikes. But again, I was looking at the Roughwear leashes, and I didn't like the fact that they don't swivel, and so I read a lot of comments that it wears over time. So this company that I found out about, they actually have a patent on the swivel for a carabiner, so I just purchased one of those. So this one I actually got from Marshalls. I love Marshalls. If you guys don't go to Marshalls for dog stuff, you're missing out. They have such amazing dog stuff for really, really cheap. So huge fan of Marshalls. But this one is just Avalanche, the brand Avalanche. Really like it because it has a very nice handle right here if you have a puller. You know, poop bags, of course. I also get this at Marshalls. They have lavender scented poop bags, so it's really great. But I am a huge fan of the rope leashes. I've had a couple now, and I absolutely love them. What I don't have on me is my hands-free leash, and that's something that I always use. If we do anything over 10 miles, I bring that out, and that's what we walk on. So I really like that. For any of you guys who are big hikers with your dogs and you don't have one, highly recommend a hands-free leash. It's amazing. It saves your hand, especially if it's a super long hike. It's really nice to have. So I'll insert a picture of here, Lacey doing San Gorgonio with the hands-free leash right here. And yet another thing I don't have here is the rough wear booties. Right here. These I use during the summer months when it's just really hot, and if we have to go over any concrete or anything like that, hot sand. She's not a big fan of booties, so I really try not to have her wear them too much unless we absolutely have to when it's really hot outside. You know, I'll try to do hikes early in the morning or late in the evenings, depending, just to kind of get around that heat. They are a big help, especially when we're hiking in the snow. She really gets paw sensitivity. And another great thing that I also don't have is Musher's Secret. This is what I use during the snow all the time. That way, so you don't get a bunch of snow buildup around their fur on their paws. I swear by that stuff. It's so good. I highly recommend it. You can also use it as a protecting balm, you know, during the summer, you know, to keep their paws nourished so that you don't have any cracking. What I will say, because a lot of people get this twisted and it's mind-blowing to me how many people actually think this works, is this does not solve the issue of your dog getting their paws burned in the summer heat. A lot of people use Musher's Secret in the summer thinking it'll act as a protectant, which is just like, no, you know, it's wax, it melts. It in no way protects your dog during the heat during the summer with the asphalt. So just something to be mindful of. You can use it definitely as a moisturizing balm on their paws during the summer just to keep them moist and from cracking, but absolutely don't have that as your first line defense when you're taking them on the concrete or asphalt. Next we have, like I said, I'm a huge fan of Herta. They make amazing dog wear. It's kind of like the Patagonia for dogs. Their stuff is a little more expensive, but you're really getting a great quality item versus a lot of the other dog gear. So this one, I don't have her other one. So she also has one in black that's the downpour suit, which I love. The main thing with my dog is she has a double coat, but she will get soaking wet if it's raining and if it's snowing. We've been in quite a few situations where that's happened, and she freezes. She just gets so cold when it's raining and when we have some snow, so it becomes a huge problem. So I invested in a Herta downpour suit. I think they're about $100. It's kind of crazy, but they're very well made. They last a long time and they do really well. Your dog will not get wet. But right here, this one is their slush suit. So this one is, you know, for snow and everything like that. So it looks like this. This one also is by Herta. I don't even have it zipped up, so this is just it wide open. They also spray all their garments with a bug repellent, which really love their products a lot. And another great thing about these is they're not super loud like you would think with a windsuit or a lot of, you know, rain jackets. They don't have that kind of material, but yet again, they are waterproof. So it has just, you know, some reflectives on it. And they also make thermal liners for dogs as well to put under this kind of stuff. I just use a sweater usually, but you also have that option. Now for food, guys. This is something that I struggle a lot with Lace when we do really long hikes. So if we're doing something that's like a 20-mile, 18-mile hike, something like that, it's kind of a struggle for us because a lot of times she doesn't want to eat, but I know she's hungry. So, you know, I always struggle with trying to figure out what I can give her. For that, I always carry around her kibble, which is Bilgejack that I carry, which I didn't know this until my vet told me that it was a dog sled food, but Lacey exerts a lot, so it makes sense for her to have that. So it's really great food, and that's what I'll usually give her. Another thing, because like I said, we are super active, I want to make sure she's really getting all the nutrients back in her body and she's not being stripped of everything. She gets this as well on top of her food, and so this is just a superfood supplement. And this just supports healthy skin and coat, sustained energy, healthy digestion, and normal weight. So really like this a lot. I've been using this for a while, and there's no preservatives, artificial flavors. It's all natural. It has some really great ingredients in this. So that's something I also just put on top of her food. I always like to bring along treats. So these are just the Train Me treats. I get these at Marshall's too. They're super cheap at Marshall's. They're $2.99. It doesn't really have any of the nasty chemicals in it, so it's great for her. They're just little small treats, so these I also train her with as well. And I really like them because they're small and they don't have a lot of, you know, calories and all that stuff in it. This is literally everything I bring for my dog. And these are just the Smart Bones. These are their Smart Sticks. love smart milk. It reminds me of a fruit roll-up. It has that smell to it, but it's not rawhide. I don't give my dog rawhide or anything. These are all natural little chicken sticks that she loves. But anyways, that is about everything that I bring on hikes usually for my dog, just depending, like I said, if it's snow or if it's just like a regular hike. Let me know what your essentials are when you hike with your dog or your bike. And this really doesn't differ too much if I'm biking with her. I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and bye guys!